Do you want to learn how to cook beans like a pro? Then this video is for you. I'm going to give you 6 ways in which you can cook your beans like a pro. Are you ready? Then let's go. So number 1 on my list is to soak your beans for an hour. What do I mean? I know a lot of people will be looking at me like, what does she mean? I'm gonna give you the reason. So the reason why you're soaking your beans is to make sure the beans is well softened. I know at this stage we all are trying to economize our gas, because our stove, our kerosene, even our charcoal, because charcoal now is even more expensive than gas. So first thing on my list is soak your beans for an hour. With this, you can help your beans to soften nicely and it doesn't shock off all your gas. Okay? The second reason why you're doing this is because it's going to help to discard those chemicals that are stored and soaked into the beans. Wherever you bought the beans from the storehouse, from the warehouse that the beans has been stored, right from the market, the beans has been preserved. It has been preserved from the beans insect. Next thing to do is to place it on fire. Please do not go ahead to add any ingredients. The only thing you're allowed to add is salt. So when you place it on fire, which is the second step, just add your salt. Some people also go ahead and add some chemicals or adding some ingredients that will help to soften the beans. The only allowed thing that is healthy here to use is salt and salt only. Please and please, just salt. Number 3, when it comes to cooking your beans like a pro, is do not add any softening items to your beans, like akamku, nails, coke. Why will you add nails, coke to your beans just to make it soften? Don't try that. Like, don't. Do you want to kill yourself? Come on. And do you even know adding other things into your beans actually affects the taste of the beans in general? So you want to stop adding nails, coke, stop adding to your beans. Okay, just add salt and that will help to soften it. So number 3 on my list is to parboil your beans before the actual cooking. Pour the beans with little water, allow it to steam and drain off the water, and then you pour in a fresh water, and then you can go ahead to cook your beans. With this, you are drastically reducing the chemicals that has been used to preserve the beans. Okay, so you're saying bye-bye to stomach aches. So the next step is to allow your beans to cook very well before you add any other ingredients. Please don't go ahead to start adding palm oil, crayfish, onions. Don't go ahead with that. Allow that beans to soften well. And the only thing you can add after parboiling your beans is salt, because salt further helps to soften your beans as fast as possible, and it helps all the sweeteners, helps it to penetrate well into your beans, and now you can have a tasty beans. So which brings me to the 5th one, which is, permit me to call this the live wires of beans. So guys, this 5th one, here are the secrets to make that beans as tasty as possible. You want to cook that beans and people comes back to ask for it over and over again. We have crayfish, we have onions, enough onions, emphasis on enough onions as much as possible. Even if you have a basket of onions, better put everything inside our beans. I'm joking anyway, but trust me, you want to add enough onions. That is the first live wires of beans. You want to add more than enough into your beans. Okay, doing that, you're going to be doing the beans a favor when it gets into that mouth of yours and your stomach. So secondly, we have crayfish. You can either blend your crayfish into powder or you had it like that, but as for me, I love to blend it such that I don't really see those big junk. The end result of everything is the taste. You want to taste everything: your crayfish, your onions, your scotch bonnet, your palm oil. And you want to make sure to use a good palm oil, not the kind of palm oil that you use that is smelling and to be tasting funny. You want to go for the good red palm oil. I would say to be generous with your onions. When you're adding your onions, add as much as possible. The more you add onions, the tastier, the sweeter, the more delicious it becomes. In case you're not paying attention to your pepper, when it comes to adding your pepper into your beans, discover that a lot of people use pepper that consists of tomatoes, scotch bonnet, which is rodo, and other type of peppers. I don't really recommend it when it comes to cooking your beans. I know you already have that stock in your fridge, but please and please, when you want to cook beans, can you try to get fresh scotch bonnet or rodo when you are making your beans? When you use scotch bonnet to make your beans, it tastes different than using pepper that consists of tomatoes, scotch bonnet, and all other types of peppers. Just to use scotch bonnet pepper. If you have beans, and you use the same ingredients all through, right? You use the same amount of tomatoes, you use the same amount of crayfish and every other thing, onions, and this individual is using mixture of tomatoes and scotch bonnet in his or her pepper, and you are using just scotch bonnet. Trust me, your one will taste nicer than the first person's own because you're using strictly scotch bonnet. Go ahead and use just your scotch bonnet. That is an extra tip. Keep it in your pockets. Don't use it to heat. Okay? Peradventure you don't have access to scotch bonnet, go ahead and use the regular mix. It will still do. Which brings me to the last but not the least, which is the use of proteins like animals, like fish, fried fish, meat. Do you use egg to eat beans? No. Eggs. No, we don't use eggs. Egg and beans. Egg is not going. I beg. Fish, meat. What else? Plantains. I love plantains. Oh my god, I love me some good plantains. And that plantain that you fry with palm oil. Jesus. See, when you want to fry plantain for your beans, don't use vegetable oil to fry plantain for beans. Use that red oil. Oh my god, oh my jeez. Not those soft plantains, not the one that looks like chips. So that semi-immature plantain that are soft. That's very soft one. Oh my god. Fry it with palm oil. Any protein of your choice, go ahead, do your thing. In case you don't have animals to top that beans of yours, it's fine. Nobody's gonna pressure you, okay? The crayfish in your beans has complemented it already. And if you're using it with cereal, bread, cassava flakes, also known as gari, or whatever you're using it with, you're good to go. Another way you can actually, spice that beans up, and that is corn. Corn is now much outside now. You can go ahead and do corn beans. Corn, oh my god, beans and corn. It is finished. It is finished, guys. Which brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and as from today, I hope you cook beans like a pro. I love you guys. See you guys in my next video. And wait, are you subscribed? Check now. No, hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed. Please now hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.